Hello and welcome to the channel Wuerhosaurus Rex, where we discuss and review all things dinosaur and prehistoric animals. How are you guys feeling out there? Hope you're doing well. You see what we're going to investigate today. We have got from Haolonggood the Wuerhosaurus. Yes, indeed, and just like always with Haolonggood, they come in two different color options, and they're affordable enough that if you can't decide between the two, you can go ahead and get both, and it won't severely impact your wallet. So that's great. I got the, I don't even know what color to call it. Let me put it this way. I didn't get the green one. Okay, so that process of elimination with there, because I'm having a difficult time trying to come up with what the primary color is. It's almost purple. I mean, it's a myriad of colors. We've got some tans in there. There's some blood orange, reds in there, and what have you. But we'll investigate that when we when we see the model itself. Before we really get into it, I want to say something about my last video, which was of a base, generic base that was actually made for Wilson 2.0, the Tyrannosaurus Rex by PNSO. I had stated during that review that Wilson was still out because I was waiting on the final reveal to happen in terms of PNSO and their Tyrannosaur love. And lo and behold, I uploaded that video, which is up now, if you guys don't already know. And right after I finished processing and uploading that video, I go on Instagram, and PNSO announces Gorgosaurus. So that's 5 for 5 right there with the Tyrannosaurus. So I'm just waiting for that to become available to be purchased, and that will be put on the ledger, and we will be seeing that review of that model of that species very soon. So enough of the hype for the future. Let's talk about the current, which is our Haolonggood Wuerhosaurus 1/35 scale. You see the two models right there on the cover. You see the Haolonggood logo off to our upper left. When you turn the package to its top, you see that there are other models, very recent models from Haolonggood. They've got a lot, so they wouldn't be able to put all of them on this size box. But all of these models are recent offerings from Haolonggood. As you can see, Pentaceratops. You've got the Nasutosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus, Ouranosaurus. You've got the Zentenosaurus, and of course there is the Edmontonia, which we will be reviewing next. And then of course there's the Colcoatlus. Excuse that faux pas right there. The other side is basically the same thing. And then of course there's the Haolonggood logo right there. And here's our Wuerhosaurus, and I must say that it is a very beautiful model from Haolonggood, and I'm still impressed with the quality, the detail, the realism, and at the same time the price point, which is basically nothing. I got mine off of AliExpress, so they give you options. A couple of their stores, their partners, they give you options on, of course, you know, which color. That's the obvious one, but also if you want it in box or not in the box. If you don't get in the box, it'll save you a couple bucks. I like to have my boxes. Makes it easier to store. Yeah, this only cost, I believe it was $20. That was it with the box. It would be $17.99 if you did not get the box. But you see what you get there for your $20. And the quality, it rivals that of PNSO or any of the other premium model makers of prehistoric animals. And I think that that's just great. How they're able to keep that price point that low is beyond me. The only thing I can come up with is they're not as well known as the others. So the others are adding a premium to their price points because of name recognition. But I'm hoping that's not it, because at some point Haolonggood is going to have that same name recognition, and then they'll probably raise their prices. So let's hope that I'm wrong about why their price point is so low. Anyhow, let's get our Wuerhosaurus off the base and get a closer look. Some small facts about Wuerhosaurus. It's a stegosaurid, as you can tell. You see the plates and you see the thagomizers at the end of the tail, aka the spikes. It was in the early Cretaceous, and it was among the last of the stegosaurids. Most stegosaurs were in the Jurassic, the late Jurassic, and some bled over into the Cretaceous, but not many. And Wuerhosaurus was one of them. It was I guess you could call it a mid-sized to large stegosaurid. It grew to about 23 feet long, and it lived in China and in Mongolia. So yeah, that gives you a little bit of a little background on our model here. Let's take a measurement, see the size, and we're talking about 7 inches, probably just a tick over that. So if you do your calculations, this is based on 1/35 scale, it would come out to be about a little over 20 feet long. So it's in there. It's if you wanted to be an accurate 23 footer, you'd have to change scales, of course. But 23 feet is going to be like it's almost fully grown, or maybe it could be a female version of the animal if you want to go with that. But I'm pretty good with 20, like 20 and a half feet long for the animal. So I'm pretty stoked about that. That's right there for my my accuracy OCD, and yeah, we're all good about that. So let's take a closer look at the skull, and then of course the rest of the model itself. So now taking a closer look at our Haolonggood Wuerhosaurus. As you can see, as is typical with all stegosaurs, small heads. So that translates to the model as you got to do what you got to do in order to try to get some detail, discernible detail. So when I look at the skull, I'm tilting it up to get a better look. We've got paint in the eyes. It looks like we're just rocking. Well, it's not really just all black. I see some white in there, kind of sort of like, can you see it? It's at the rear of the eyeball, but it's essentially black. We do have details showing the mouth. So we've got that. In terms of the color, the head is essentially that tannish color I was speaking of, but then you do have that purplish color kind of mixed in, giving it some flavor. And then of course you see more of it there at the eyes, and then going down from the mid to the top of the neck to the mid of the neck, and then it changes into that tan color. We got some nice wrinkling going there at the base of the neck. The stegosaur has a decently long neck. Now that we're talking about necks, and you see the nice patterns there. Amongst that, I'm going to go with that purplish color, and the base color is of course tan, and then you've got that purplish color in there, and then some browns, striping, wiggly kind of stripes going down the forelimbs. Then you look at the toes. We've got those going on. He's got 4 toes there, and they're also painted. Continue to go down. We have more of that design there along the torso, the belly, more of that wrinkling. You see it going on, and the hind limb. You could see what's going on there, and if as you look, you could see the nice scalation going on throughout the body. You can really see it there in the tan portions of the hind limb, and that's looking pretty cool. Going down some more. Now we're at the tail. The design pattern stays consistent, and yet at the same time not uniform. So that's what you want. You want it to be asymmetrical. And then going down the tail, of course, we're looking at those spines. We'll get to that in a moment. Now we're at the spikes. You see they're in a like a blood orange, red type of color there. Looks very nice. You can see some detail in there on those thagomizers. And looking underneath, we'll do underneath going back, and then we'll do the top. We've got our cloaca, a pretty obvious one too, and the underside is totally just that tan color, and so that's what we got. Now let's take a look at the top and peep out those spines, those spikes, or rather I should say the plates, the spines. I had it right the first time. You see how they go, and I'm going to move the platform that I had our Wuerhosaurus standing on, and you see the plates, the coloration of the plates. It's got kind of like an orange color, and there's some more of that purple is in there, and the browns. There are ridges on the plates on the outside there. They start out small, they get bigger, and then when they get to the pinnacle, they start to reduce down in size again, and then we get the same thing on the other side here. Looking pretty nice, very nice and very colorful. And the same thing goes with the other side in terms of, look at the wrinkles there as that right hind limb is pushing forward there, stepping forward. And you've got the wrinkles on the body, and how that right forelimb is raised up some. Pretty nice there. And then we'll just go back to what we had initially, how we started off, and that's our Wuerhosaurus. And now to compare our Haolonggood Wuerhosaurus with the only other Wuerhosaurus that I have in my collection, this is from Vitae. Now the crazy thing is I just recently purchased this, and it arrived yesterday as of the recording of this video, right in time for it, so that worked out well. I had always wanted this model, the Vitae. Something about those shoulder spikes truly fascinated me, and I know more modern takes on Wuerhosaurus, those spikes have been omitted, but I still love them. And I decided to go ahead and make the purchase anyway. They're both around the same length, so they are definitely in scale with one another. So this could really work out well, and make up something like maybe the males have these shoulder spikes. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like certain animals have longer horns and things of that nature. So you can make it work, but these look very nice together. Now for some more Haolonggoodness. See what I did there? We've got our Tinzanosaurus, an ankylosaurid, true ankylosaurid because it has the club tail, and we'll be seeing more of him when I review the Edmontonia next. And yeah, these two look great together as well. Sticking with Haolonggood offerings and all the most recent ones, here's our Ouranosaurus. And now bringing it back to species that have visible defense systems, we're going to do a few ceratopsians. Right now, we're checking out the Nasutoceratops, the impressive Pachyrhinosaurus, and the highly impressive Pentaceratops. Look at that skull and compare it to the entirety of the Wuerhosaurus. My man, you've got a big head. But if you really want to talk about impressive, here we go. We've got a 1/35th scale Apatosaurus right here, also from Haolonggood. And I'm really happy about this because it's true 1/35th scale. And look at the Wuerhosaurus at coming in at 20 feet. So yeah, this is it's spectacular right now. So in closing, the Haolonggood 1/35 scale Wuerhosaurus is a very, very nice figure. And it's even nicer because of the price point and the detail, the coloration, the quality. As I stated earlier in the review, it rivals the likes of PNSO, GR Toys, W Dragon, Reborg, you name it, and is nowhere near their price points. It's just a marvel that they can put these critters out, and they've been putting them out at a breakneck pace. And if you noticed from my dino comparisons within the Haolonggood family, you noticed that they really get it in when it comes to the herbivores, which I'm here for because companies like PNSO, they seem to favor the theropods. And even though theropods are my favorite overall dinosaurs, I am a dinosaur lover, period. I'm here for all of the families, all of the subspecies, all of the species, period. So yeah, bring it. So if PNSO wants to hold it down with the meat eaters, then Haolonggood, I'm good with Haolonggood with the plant eaters. And of course, having said that, they have an Allosaurus, which I've already ordered and I'm awaiting for. So I'll be reviewing a theropod from Haolonggood shortly. So we'll see what we make of that particular model, and of course, by extension, that review. Please like, share, and subscribe to Ruckosaurus Rex channel. Those of you that have been rocking me, thank you so much. But I'd like to see that subscriber count go up. Of course, the likes as well. And leave comments below. What do you think about this Wuerhosaurus? What do you think about this Wuerhosaurus in comparison with the Vitae version? Which one do you like better? Out of the colors for this Wuerhosaurus, I don't have the green one, obviously, but you saw it on the packaging. You may have already seen reviews of the green one or both of them together. What is your favorite color? Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, guys, thank you and take care.